people, welcome to Prep Elevate. Let's continue with the CAT 22 series. So today in this series we are going to be discussing the CAT 22 slot 3 para summary questions, right? So let's begin. Okay, so if you've been watching the series of videos by now, you should know the drill, and if I repeat it, you'll surely get bored. But just for the sake of people who are visiting the channel for the first time, क्या क्या करते हैं हम पैरा समरी क्वेश्चन में? सबसे पहली चीज़ जो हम करते हैं कोई भी वीआरसी क्वेश्चन में, वो हम स्किम करते हैं, ठीक है? सो वी ट्राई टू फिल्टर आउट द इम्पॉर्टेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन. There is no rule, there is no structure to skimming. It is just about taking a bird's eye view of the question. Correct? दूसरी चीज़ which is specific to para summary questions, the answer that we pick is through comparative analysis. इसका मतलब हम सारे options को compare करके देखते हैं that which option better captures the essence of the passage and that happens to be the correct answer for us. ठीक है? So बस यही 2 basic thumb rules हैं, इस पे हम लोग proceed करेंगे. ठीक है? तो पहला क्वेश्चन ऑलरेडी हमारे पास यहाँ पे स्क्रीन पे है. Let's just start with the process of skimming. Okay? Comedy, offend, potential to offend. Okay, here I found a name. Here I have found a name. Wherever you find names or something which is very industry specific, बहुत theoretical है, you know that when you are reading it in depth, उसको skip कर देने से भी चलेगा, ठीक है? Cancel culture. So maybe this is what the passage is about, right? Comedy, cancel culture, joke, careful, allowed to make jokes. बहुत contemporary लग रहा होगा ना आप लोगों को ये चीज़, तो काफ़ी discussion में रहती है हमेशा that where is the boundary supposed to be set when it comes to comedy, when it comes to humor. Okay, extremely smug, self-satisfied. Okay, jokes around comedy, around jokes, and I want you people to tell me ये कौन है. I think he should have been a part of your childhood if you've been watching cartoons and stuff like that. So who is this person? If you could tell me in the comment section, that would be great. Rowan Atkinson. Who are we talking about? कौन है ये character? How do we better know him? ठीक है, ये थोड़ा सा GK आ गया verbal में अभी. Okay, options को भी skim करें. हाँ, target, joke about anyone, victims of jokes, comedians, victims, cancel culture. तो कुछ तो jokes, cancel culture and probably boundaries के बारे में है ना? Careful about what we are saying. So इसके अराउंड आई थिंक ये सेंट्रल डिस्कशन है. स्किमिंग से क्या पता लगा? लेंथ ऑफ द पैसेज इज प्रिटी फाइन, वी कैन डील विथ इट. सेकेंड थिंग इज द ऑप्शंस आर ऑल्सो दे आर शॉर्टर इन लेंथ, ईजियर टू अंडरस्टैंड. लैंग्वेज भी काफ़ी अंडरस्टैंडेबल है, टॉपिक भी कंटेम्प्रेरी है. ऑल इन ऑल अ गुड क्वेश्चन टू बी अटेम्प्टेड अंडर एग्जाम कंडीशंस. ठीक है, अभी चलो इसको डिटेल में डिस्कस करते हैं. क्या लिखा है यहाँ पे? ओके, इट डज सीम टू मी that the job of comedy is to offend or have the potential to offend, and it cannot be drained of that potential. Rowan Atkinson said of cancel culture. So probably that is his opinion on comedy, on the nature of jokes, that he feels that the job of comedy is to offend, right? When you joke about a person, place, animal, thing, any situation, it has the potential to offend, right? So you are going to be making somebody a target of your jokes, and definitely that person or that situation, there could be mild offense in that situation, and he feels that job of comedy is exactly to do that. It is going to offend somebody, right? Every joke has a victim. This is what we were discussing. किसी के बारे में तो होगा ना वो joke. So every joke has a victim. That's the definition of a joke. Someone or something or an idea is made to look ridiculous. Obviously, when you're joking about something, you make something look ridiculous, either through exaggeration, either through like your own imagination, your own creativity, whatever you pour into the joke. But somebody, someone, something is going to be the victim of that, and that is what Rowan Atkinson feels, that the job of comedy is to offend. It is at the end of the day going to offend someone somehow, right? The Netflix star continued, I think you've got to be very, very careful about saying what you are allowed to make jokes about. You have always got to kick up. Really? He added. There are lots of extremely smug and self-satisfied people in what would be deemed lower down in society, who also deserve to be pulled up. So he feels that, because of this cancel culture coming into picture, nowadays you have to be very, very careful about what you express. Now, if you people have seen, or you definitely, I feel most of us, we've seen Shah Rukh Khan, and in his interviews, this man is supposed to be very witty. He has a certain sense of humor in the way in which he expresses his opinions, but lately if you see, he keeps mentioning in some interview or the other, आजकल बहुत सोच समझ के बातें रखनी पड़ती है, बिकॉज आपकी बातों से कोई ना कोई किसी ना किसी वे में ऑफेंड हो जा रहा है. तो कैंसल कल्चर इज ऑल अबाउट दैट, राइट, दैट somebody somewhere expresses an opinion, you don't agree, so you start spamming hashtags on Twitter, on X actually, that this should not happen, this is cancel culture, and you're all after that person, right? So ये हो रहा है ना, ये digital era में this is very, very common. So that is what he is referring to, that he feels that every joke is going to have a victim, and at the end of the day it is going to offend someone somehow. And that is why, because of this entire cancel culture coming into existence, we need to be very, very careful about what we say. Otherwise, there could be a mass let's say you are going to be targeted that way. There could be a mass upheaval, right? He also adds that it's everybody deserves to be pulled up when it comes to like making a joke. Usually you might have seen jokes are centered around famous people, right? That is how it helps you connect. Nobody knows an ordinary someone down in the streets, but you definitely know somebody who is famous, and then a joke on that famous person lands very well with the audience. But he feels that there are lots of smug arrogant people, let's say, who are lower down in society, but our jokes should have a place for everybody, right? We could pull them up also as part of our jokes. It should not just center around people who we, let's say, consider as famous, right? In a proper free society, you should be allowed to make jokes about absolutely anything. So about anything, anyone, you should be able to make jokes about. That is what he feels. तो बहुत ही contemporary ये passage था, like this was really good to understand. अभी options देखते हैं. अगर options बहुत close हुए, then sad for us. Marks हमें नहीं मिलेंगे passage समझने के बाद भी. तो देखते हैं options में क्या है. All jokes target someone, and one should be able to joke about anyone in the society. Pretty much यही हम discuss करते आ रहे हैं, which is inconsistent with cancel culture, है ना? यही है ना, cancel culture अगर है तो हम joke नहीं कर सकते किसी के बारे में भी freely. There is going to be backlash, हमें वो face करना पड़ेगा. So this is definitely inconsistent with cancel culture. तो ये option तो सही लग रहा है, like information wise सही है. देखते हैं कुछ better अगर शायद मिल जाए तो. Okay. Victims of jokes must not only be politicians and royalty, but also arrogant people from lower classes should be mentioned by comedians. अभी ये देखो, ये कॉमा के बाद जो है ना, this is factually correct. ये mentioned था कि we should be able to pull up anybody from the lower classes also. And this smug is this this arrogant people that we are referring to. But ये नहीं लिखा था ना कि victim of jokes must not only be politicians and royalty. देखो एसेंस में हमें यही समझ में आता है कि वी शुड नॉट ओनली टारगेट पीपल फ्रॉम अपर क्लास, बट अपर क्लास पॉलिटिशियंस और रॉयल्टी ही है, ये मेंशन नहीं है. सो दिस इज आवर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द पैसेज, बट ये क्योंकि डायरेक्टली मेंशन नहीं है, दिस मेक्स इट फैक्चुअली इनकरेक्ट. ठीक है, तो दैट इज व्हाई वी कैन नॉट गो हेड विद दिस ऑप्शन. अभी नेक्स्ट, एवरी जोक नीड्स अ विक्टिम and one needs to include people from lower down the society and not just the upper class. ये सही है कि every joke has a victim and stuff. क्या मिसिंग है जो मुझे ए में मिला था? कैंसल कल्चर. वो तो है ही नहीं. कैंसल कल्चर था ना यहाँ पे, we're discussing, we touched upon it. So we definitely have a comparatively better choice. तो अभी तक A is winning in terms of options race. So that is why I'm not picking C, because I have a better choice. अभी D, cancel culture does not understand the role and duty of comedians, which is to deride and mock everyone. ये तो cancel culture का definition हो गया, but ये part यहाँ पे आया नहीं ना, that every joke is going to have a victim and we should be able to target anyone from any class or section of society जो A में mentioned था. So B, C and D अगर आप देखोगे ना, factually correct हैं, at least portions of them have been written very well. बट एक ऐसा ऑप्शन है हमारे पास, ऑप्शन ए, जो फैक्चुअली भी करेक्ट है, इन एसेंस ऑल्सो इट इज टचिंग अपॉन ऑल द की पॉइंट्स ऑफ द पैसेज, एंड हेंस ए इज द करेक्ट आंसर. तो ये बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल क्वेश्चन था, इजी क्वेश्चन था अगर आप थोड़ा ध्यान से देखोगे तो। और एक चीज़ जो हमें यहाँ पे समझनी पड़ेगी, पैरा समरी में जो ऑप्शंस डिज़ाइन किए जाते हैं ना, सारे ऑप्शंस में फैक्चुअली कुछ पोर्शंस हमेशा करेक्ट ही लिखा रहेगा, बट उसको कंबाइन इस वे में किया जाता है या कुछ ऐसे एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन दे दिया जाता है विच मेक्स इट इनकरेक्ट। जैसे यहाँ पे पॉलिटिशियंस रॉयल्टी एडेड इन्फॉर्मेशन था, जैसे यहाँ पे पार्ट ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन इज ट्रू। सो ये चीज़ों को हमें थोड़ा ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नाउ। ओके, सो दिस इज द पैसेज। देखते हैं, स्किमिंग करते हैं पहले। सबसे पहला तो नाम है, उसको ऐसे ही हम वी मे नॉट वांट टू रीड इट, इट्स फाइन। फैशन ओपन, इनिशिएटिव, कैंपेन, वर्क ऑफ एथिकल डिजाइनर्स, ठीक है। एक्सक्विजिट पीस ऑफ एम्ब्रॉयडरी, एक्सक्विजिट इज मतलब समथिंग दैट इज ब्यूटिफुल, आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड ब्यूटिफुल, एक्सक्विजिट। कलरफुल टेक्सटाइल, तो कुछ तो फैशन के ऊपर है ना, टेक्सटाइल, फैशन। अनदर हेरिटेज। मैगपाई मेंटालिटी, ब्यूटिफुल वर्ड। मैगपाई मेंटालिटी क्या होता है ये हम समझेंगे। हिस्ट्री, ग्रैब्स, इंस्पिरेशन, प्रोलिफरेशन, कुछ डिफिकल्ट वर्ड्स तो हैं, उसके जैसा इतना सिंपल नहीं है प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन जितना। वी डू हैव अ बंच ऑफ डिफिकल्ट वर्ड्स। फैशन स्टूडेंट, ट्रेडिशंस, image libraries, cultural significance, compensation. Okay, it's a good mix of words that we know and words that we are familiar with, and let's say a few words which we may or may not know. ठीक है, इतना हमें पता चल गया। Overall, it does not look like a very difficult one. ठीक है, most of the words are familiar, so we could actually like look at this question. Encouraged production images, cultural collaboration, ठीक है। तो कुछ तो फैशन एंड प्रोबेबली समथिंग अबाउट ऑथेंटिक फैशन में भी, जो मुझे समझ में आ रहा है। हाँ, कॉपिंग, इमिटेशन, हाँ ये हो सकता है। देन ऑथेंटिक एज इन व्हेन यू आर नॉट कॉपिंग आइडियाज, ये हो सकता है। टेक्सटाइल, नेटिव कम्युनिटीज, ठीक है। ओके, मोर और लेस आई वोंट से इट इज एज इजी एज द प्रीवियस वन लाइक एट फर्स्ट ग्लांस, but then it's doable, right? So sequence में अगर हमें रखना है easy to difficult, then that is obviously easy. This is comparatively difficult. Detail में पढ़ते हैं। Tasmin Blanchard, curator of Fashion Open Studio, an initiative by a campaign group showcasing the work of ethical designers, says, so we have an opinion. We are all drawn to an exquisite piece of embroidery. So we are all attracted to any piece of embroidery which is out of the world beautiful, exquisite. A colorful textile or even a style of dressing that might have originated from another heritage. But this magpie mentality, अब magpie mentality क्या होता है? Magpie is a species of birds, right? And it is said that they have a tendency to steal. So magpie mentality refers to this tendency of stealing something, to take away something that does not belong to you. Right? So this magpie mentality where all of culture and history is up for grabs as inspiration. So as a result of this magpie mentality, what we feel is whatever heritage we have, whatever is there as part of our culture, whatever is there as part of our history, it is up for grabs. That means it is available for us to use it in the way that we want to. That is up for grabs. So and that is that it's written in quotes that and this process we we refer to it in a refined way as inspiration, कि जो भी हमारे पास अवेलेबल है प्रायर इन्फॉर्मेशन, सब कुछ हमारे पास एक्सेसिबल है। वी कैन यूज एनीथिंग एनी वे वी वांट टू, ठीक है। कुछ मे और मे नॉट बी राइट है, ठीक है, ये ऑथर का ओपिनियन है। एंड दिस इज एक्सेलरेटेड सिंस द proliferation of social media. Proliferation होता है when there is something spreads at a massive rate, कि ये जो प्रोसेस है ना ऑफ टेकिंग अप एनीथिंग फ्रॉम एनीवेयर एंड देन quoting it as inspiration, this is accelerated since social media came into existence, ठीक है। Where once a fashion student might research the history and traditions of a particular item of clothing with care and respect, we now have a world where images are lifted from image libraries without a care for their cultural significance, which is very true. We see this happening all around, that there was once a time when whatever you knew, whatever information you had, you actually had to work very hard to get that information, and then obviously there was due credit. Okay, I am not saying we don't give credit these days. All I mean is it was a very tedious process and it demanded a lot of hard work, right? You research the history, you research the traditions, and it was done with a lot of care and respect. Nowadays it has become very easy, and something which is easy, the sense of respect or the sense of hard work you put into it, that is diminished, right? That is human nature. It's very accessible, freely मिल रहा है, तो उतना sense of respect हमारे अंदर फिर नहीं रह जाता है, ठीक है? So that is what he says, that we have a world where images are, it's completely lifted. So the entire copy paste, game is going around here without any care for their cultural significance. Okay. It is easier than ever to steal a motif or a craft technique and transfer it onto a piece of clothing that is either mass produced or appears on a runway without credit or compensation to their original communities. इसका क्या example हो सकता है? Let's say there is a very remote village in any part of the country and they are known for a particular kind of motif that they produce or a craft that they produce. Now what you do is, those designs are available to you online. You pick up those designs and you put it on your piece of clothing, and then it becomes a mass hit. Either you put it on runway for people to see, or there is an exhibition and you mass produce it, and you make sure that it reaches every nook or corner of the country. Now the thing is, nobody knows where that motif has come from, where that craft has originated. Now you as a designer, you have to take that call that how are you going to credit that community, right? Now that is totally up to you. And since he heads this entire he heads this campaign where they are showcasing the design of ethical designers, so this topic is very sensitive to the author. That is what we have understood, right? He feels the pain, he knows the story, and that is why probably he is running this campaign, this initiative. So that is what he feels, that it is very easy to transfer any craft which is originally hand produced by somebody else and put it on your clothing, and overnight make it a sensation by putting it on a runway or putting it on an exhibition, and nobody is going to know the original story of that craft or that motif or that piece of design. Nobody is ever going to take the effort to find out, and this is very easy. And he feels that there is no respect these days for this mass lifting that we are doing. There is no compensation, no due credit. We don't credit the original communities enough. ठीक है, easy है understand करने में, but options को देखकर पता लगेगा कि question overall easy है कि नहीं. Media has encouraged mass production. This should ring a bell. He never said that media has encouraged. What did he say? Media has helped in rapid proliferation. मतलब it has encouraged the spreading. It has not encouraged. It has encouraged the spreading. तो उसने एक मीडियम दे दिया है हमें जहाँ पे आप वो मास स्केल पे स्प्रेड हो सकता है, बट he never mentioned that media has encouraged mass production. ये देखते हैं, images are copied effortlessly without care or concern for interest of ethnic communities. ठीक है, ये part of it is factually correct, ये तो सही है, but ये ना this is too let's say blatant, बहुत extreme है, ऐसा नहीं लिखा हुआ था. ठीक है, B देखते हैं. कल्चरल कोलैबोरेशन इज द नीड ऑफ द आवर. कहाँ लिखा था कल्चरल कोलैबोरेशन इज द नीड ऑफ द आवर? कोई सोल्यूशन ओरिएंटेड है क्या ये पैसेज? इसमें तो सोल्यूशन के बारे में बात ही नहीं की गई है. इसमें तो हमें सिर्फ ये बताया गया है दैट मिस्टर टैमसन व्हाट डज ही फील अबाउट इट. इट इज़ हिज ओपिनियन, इट इज़ द ऑथर्स ओपिनियन. सो उसके बाद क्या किया जा सकता है इसको फिक्स करने के लिए तो कहीं बताया नहीं गया है. सो दिस इज नोन एज लॉजिकल एक्सटेंशन. एक ऐसी चीज़ जो लग रही है सही बिकॉज लॉजिकली अगर एक्सटेंड करे तो शायद वो सही है, बट ये कहीं मेंशन नहीं है. सो दिस इज़ द लॉजिकल एक्सटेंशन. ठीक है, तो इसको तो हम रिजेक्ट कर सकते हैं, आगे नहीं पढ़ना है. अभी सी, टेकिंग फैशन आइडियाज फ्रॉम एनी कल्चरल ग्रुप विदाउट देयर कंसेंट इज अ फॉर्म ऑफ अप्रोप्रिएशन. अप्रोप्रिएशन क्या होता है? when you take away something which is not your own and present it to be your own, that is appropriation. ठीक है, that is appropriation. Without giving due credit, compensation and respect. सारे keywords mentioned है. देखो credit, compensation, respect, ये हमें मिले थे ना. देखो यहाँ पे compensation, यहाँ पे कहीं पे credit और respect भी था जो हमने पढ़ा था. ठीक है, तो सारे keywords basically हमारे पास सी, care, respect, हाँ So ये सारे, ये देखो क्रेडिट, सारे वर्ड्स हैं यहाँ पे, that this is actually without their consent, whatever we use which belongs to somebody else, that is a form of appropriation when you don't give them due credit, compensation and respect. ये key ideas थे, तो ये तो बहुत ही अच्छा option लग रहा है. Now I can reject A. अभी A reject कर सकते. Comparatively I found a better choice. अगर confusion थोड़ा बहुत था भी, but I found a better choice. अभी D देखते हैं. Copying an embroidery design or pattern of textile from native communities who own them is tantamount to stealing. Equivalent. Tantamount मतलब equivalent to stealing, and they need to be compensated. This is part of the story. Obviously we are talking about, you know, how you lift designs, but ये चीज़ ना यहाँ पे mentioned नहीं है. ये credit, compensation, respect, इसी के बारे में ये पूरा passage था. और दूसरी चीज़ from native communities who own them, this is the wording does not sit right. Okay, the essence does not sit right here. ठीक है, तो comparatively, like I mentioned, comparatively better choice पे जाए तो C एक better choice है, without sounding extreme and without sounding too restrictive as an option. इसमें सारे key ideas भी covered है, keywords भी हमें मिल गए हैं, so it looks like a better choice. And देखो ये ना काफ़ी generic way में बताया गया है कि taking fashion ideas, and यहाँ पे ना you are let's say restricting it to embroidery, pattern of textile. So यहाँ पे थोड़ा better way में उसको बताया गया कि कोई भी idea अगर आप lift करो without credit compensation, तो उसको हम appropriation ही बोलेंगे. ठीक है, C looks like a better choice. This I would say is slightly tricky in terms of deciding which option is correct. अगर passage समझ में भी आ जाए, मे भी थोड़ा confusion का scope है. So this is medium level question. ठीक है, भी next question देखते हैं. Okay. ठीक है, skimming से start करेंगे. Sequence, alphabetization. Okay, alphabetization. Alphabets के around. Bizarre. Bizarre is something weird, unusual. So obvious is its application. Catalog, listing, alphabetical order. कुछ तो alphabets के around story है. Middle age, deference, ecclesiastical tradition. अच्छा, difficult words एक दो तो हैं. Let's see overall understanding को हमारा वो obstruct करते हैं क्या? अगर नहीं तो then it's fine. According to alphabet, rejection of divine order. अच्छा, ancient Greek. कुछ तो alphabets के around है, text के around है शायद. मिडिल एजेस के बारे में सो कुछ एंशंट रेफरेंस है. गवर्नमेंट ब्यूरोक्रेसी 16-17 सेंचुरी. उसके बाद प्रॉब्ली आगे की स्टोरी बताई गई है कि लेटर यू नो एराज में, लेटर एट सम पॉइंट इन फ्यूचर क्या हुआ. पिजन होल्स, नोटबुक्स, कार्ड इंडेक्सेस, कुछ तो अल्फ़ाबेट्स के अराउंड है. बहुत ज़्यादा शायद समझ में नहीं आ रहा होगा स्किम करने के बाद, बट शॉर्टर है ना पैराग्राफ्स, तो पढ़ सकते हैं. ठीक है. Adoption, written alphabet, easily accomplished. Okay. Alphabetic order, appreciation of its efficacy. Difficult words तो options में भी कुछ कुछ लग रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा slightly difficult है ये. And options are also, you know, it's lengthier. ठीक है, the length of the options. Alphabetic sequence, efficacy, अल्फ़ाबेटिक सीक्वेंस, कुछ तो अल्फ़ाबेट्स के अराउंड स्टोरी है. ठीक है, अभी इसको डिटेल में पढ़ना पड़ेगा टू अंडरस्टैंड. देखते हैं. टू डिफेंड द सीक्वेंस ऑफ अल्फ़ाबेटाइजेशन मे सीम बिजार. बिजार इज एब्सोल्युटली यू नो वियर्ड, अनयूजुअल, आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, वियर्ड. So obvious is its application that it is hard to imagine a reference, catalog or listing without it. So obviously, you know, alphabets, it's so widely used, so we can't really imagine any reference, any catalog, any listing without it, right? So to defend the sequence of alphabetization may seem bizarre. So probably it's hinting that एक टाइम ऐसा था जब चीज़ें इतनी नॉर्मल नहीं थी. सो अभी अगर हमें उसे डिफेंड करना पड़े, सो इट सीम्स अनयूजुअल कि क्यों हमें डिफेंड करना पड़े. दिस इज सो कॉमन, दिस इज सो कॉमन प्लेस, एवरीडे थिंग. बट मे बी एक टाइम था जब ऐसा नहीं था. सो दैट इज व्हाई नाउ व्हेन यू हैव टू यू नो लाइक हैव सम let's say data which says that there was a time when you have to defend the sequence of alphabetization. मतलब एक टाइम शायद ऐसा था जब चीज़ें इतनी sorted नहीं थी. So अभी जब हमें इसे defend करना पड़ेगा, it seems bizarre because इतनी common चीज़ हो गई है ये अब. ठीक है, it's just like कि अभी अगर if I say that having internet in your mobile phone, it's very unusual. तो अभी लगेगा ना आपको कि what is so unusual about it, so common. But शायद एक टाइम तो ऐसा था ना, it's an unusual event, right? So इसी तरह से तो अभी ये इतना कॉमन प्लेस हो गया है कि वी फील क्या ज़रूरत है, द एंटायर स्टोरी माइट सीम अ लिटिल बिजार. बट alphabetical order was not an immediate consequence of the alphabet itself. That means there was a time when we had all the alphabets, but the sequence was probably not decided, right? So it was not immediately decided. In the Middle Ages, deference is respect. Deference matlab respect. Respect for ecclesiastical tradition. Ecclesiastical is a word which refers to anything that is related to the church. Okay, anything related to the church or pertaining to the church, a better word is ecclesiastical. I don't have space here, I'm not writing it. Chalo, I'll try and write it here. Related to church. Okay, so in the Middle Ages there was respect for anything that was any decision that was pronounced by the church, anything that is related to the church, and that left scholars reluctant matlab unwilling to categorize things according to the alphabet. To do so would be a rejection of the divine order. So there was this feeling that the church has to be respected, and as per the guidance of the church, right, there cannot be any other sequence other than the divinely ordered sequence. So there was some divinely ordered sequence. Other than that, we cannot have any other sequence. So that was a feeling in the Middle Ages. So that was out of respect for the church. So they were reluctant. Reluctant matlab unwilling. I am writing it here. Pardon me for my handwriting if you don't understand. I am just going to read it. It's unwilling. ठीक है, space नहीं है यहाँ पे. ठीक है. Next क्या हुआ? Rediscovery of ancient Greek and Roman classics necessitated more efficient ways of ordering, searching, and referencing text. Then there came a time where the Greek and Roman classics, they were rediscovered, and that actually made it necessary that we have some order, some way of referencing text. Otherwise there were heavy volumes of text. How would you reference them? How would you categorize them? So that is when there was a need that we should have some kind of sequence and order. Government bureaucracy in the 16th and 17th centuries quickened the advance of alphabetical order, bringing with it pigeonholes, notebooks and card indexes. So 16th-17th century में जब हमने step किया तो government bureaucracy वहाँ पे आने लगी. So obviously there's lots and lots of paperwork. तो वहाँ पे अगर कोई sequence नहीं होगा, alphabets का sequence नहीं होगा, तो कैसे हम reference करेंगे text को? How do we read it? How do we make sense? So that made it, that made the process quicker. So पहले हमारे पास alphabets थे, but कोई order नहीं था. Why? Because people felt that as per divine order, there is only one order which is divine order. There should be no other order or sequence. ठीक है. फिर उस पे स्टेप किया हमने ग्रीक टाइम्स में. लेट्स से ग्रीक एंड रोमन क्लासिक्स जब हमें पढ़ने की ज़रूरत पड़ी, रिडिस्कवर करने की ज़रूरत पड़ी, तो हमें लगा कि there should be some kind of referencing, some kind of sequence of alphabets has to be there. Otherwise how are you going to make sense? Next development आया which quickened the process in the 16th and 17th century जब bureaucracy picture में आई. ठीक है. अभी easy to understand, I won't say very difficult to understand. हाँ, कुछ difficult words हैं, but more or less अगर contextually देखो तो आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. अभी options देखेंगे. While adoption of the written alphabet was easily accomplished, ये कहाँ लिखा है कि adoption बहुत easy हो गया था, कि written alphabet को हमने तो बहुत easily ही adopt कर लिया था? ये कहीं पे लिखा है क्या? कहीं पे नहीं लिखा है. ये हमने क्रिएट किया ऑप्शन को, है ना. इट टुक स्कॉलर्स सेवरल सेंचुरीज टू एक्सेप्ट द अल्फाबेटिक सीक्वेंस एज यूजफुल टूल इन देयर वर्क. यस, काफ़ी टाइम लगा हमें सीक्वेंस को एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए, बिकॉज वी ऑलवेज फेल्ट देयर वाज अ डिवाइन ऑर्डर टू थिंग्स लाइक मिडिल एजेस में. बट ये नहीं लिखा है कि एडॉप्शन वॉज ईजिली एस्टैब्लिश्ड. ये कहीं पर भी नहीं लिखा है. दिस इज जस्ट, इट लुक्स लाइक अ लॉजिकल एक्सटेंशन. सो ये तो नहीं हो सकता, फैक्चुअली इनकरेक्ट है वन पोर्शन. Alphabetic order took several centuries to gain common currency. Yes. Because of religious beliefs. Yes. Religious beliefs मतलब क्या? Related to the church. There could be one divine order. And a lack of appreciation of its efficacy. Efficacy is efficiency in the ordering of things. Yes, they felt it was not required, right? But when the classics were rediscovered, there was a need to necessitate that, right? They felt it was not required. Okay? Looks good, looks like a good one, right? I can put it on hold. Most of the things are making sense and they have all the keywords covered. This option. See, देखते हैं. Ban on the use by scholars of any form of categorization. Any form of categorization, we are not sure, ठीक है? But the divinely ordained one delayed the adoption of the alphabetic sequence by several centuries. There was no ban, they were reluctant. Ban था क्या? Ban नहीं था ना, they were unwilling because they felt the order of the church is supreme. So there could be only one and only divine order, no other order could be possible. तो और किसी कोई order हो ही नहीं सकता है. So they were unwilling, see they were reluctant to categorize. There was no ban, उन्होंने ban नहीं किया था कोई भी चीज़. तो ये extreme है. Although factually correct है, but word extreme है. ठीक है? Unlike the alphabet, okay. Once the efficacy of the alphabetic sequence became apparent to scholars and administrators, its use became widespread. यहाँ से गलत है ना? Unlike the alphabet मतलब ये क्या हो गया यहाँ पे ऑप्शन में अचानक से कि ओके जब alphabetic sequence का efficiency सबको समझ में आने लगा, so the use became widespread. वो ठीक है, part of it is fine. But unlike the alphabet मतलब किसी को कभी लगा ही नहीं कि alphabet ज़रूरी है, तो गलत है ना? तो ये ऑप्शन को गलत बना दे रहे हैं ना. दिस वन पोर्शन इज मेकिंग दिस एंटायर ऑप्शन रॉन्गली वर्डेड. सो कंपेरेटिवली द बेस्ट ऑप्शन दैट वी हैव इज बी. ठीक है? आई वुड से अगेन पैसेज अंडरस्टैंडेबल है, बट ऑप्शंस में कंफ्यूजन होने का स्कोप इस क्वेश्चन में भी है. तो डेफिनेटली यू नो यू गेट आंसर क्वेश्चंस इन कैट व्हिच आर नॉट वेरी सरफेस लेवल. थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन तो होगा ही आपको, बट दैट इज व्हाट यू कैन ओवरकम विथ प्रैक्टिस. I hope you have understood whatever we have discussed in today's video. Keep practicing so that you get better, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.